In this tutorial, I will discuss about the least privilege system in the security. So this is actually a security principle where a user or process is granted only the minimum amount of access necessary to perform its intended functions. For example, there are admin, editor, or any number of user roles in a system or in a project. You can just specify what admin can do, what editor can do, or what other users can do. So there can have some different types of roles in a system. So here I am going just to describe it with a practical example so that you can understand. For example, I am going to create a system, to create a login system, for example. So here I am going to call it a form. So there is a form post, and then I am going to create a login. That means username and password. So here what I am going to do, I am just going to call a table trtd, and here username and td, input type text, and this will be the username. Okay, so username will be there, and another one here will be here password. So here the next one is after username, this is password. So here type equal to password and name equal to password. So here password is the name. Then here will be input type equal to submit, name equal to form1, and here value will be, for example, login. So this is a system where I want to use the login. So here I refresh, you see that a login form comes. Here I am going to make the autocomplete off. So autocomplete equal to off, and here also in the password field autocomplete equal to off. So here now I am going to refresh. Okay, so username and password is here. After submit, what will happen? I will work with the login system. So for example, here PHP, so ob start, it will be in here, session start, these two functions. Never forget to give these two functions. Okay, so if then is set method of post this of form1, if there is value, that means form is submitted. Then for example, I am not going to give you the detailed validation, just I am going to show you something when the form will be submitted and the user will give their password. So for example, the post of username equal to admin, and the post of password equal to admin 123. So if the username and password are this, then this user will be for example logged into the system. So I am going to call into session variable, that is user type equal to, for example, admin. Okay, so user type will be admin, this will be into session variable. Else I am going to copy the same thing and paste it here. Else if post username equal to editor and password equal to editor 123, then session of user time equal to editor. So this type of things will be here, and also he will be redirected to the page, for example the dashboard, header, then location, then dashboard.php. So here I am going to create another file, that is dashboard.php, and here I am going to put some HTML, welcome to the dashboard, and here going to give you have logged in as, what will be there, session. So here session will be here, that is a PHP code. So I am going to give here PHP session of user type. So here you see that user type, okay. And in the beginning of the page, this page will be restricted. So here in the beginning I am going to call OBS start, and here I will go to call session start like this, and here check if not is set. So this dashboard is for example both admin and editor can access this page. So here if not is set session admin, for example admin, or not is set session user type, you can also do that. User type, that means if user type is not set, then you will be logged out. Header, and lastly you can give exit. So header location, it will go back to the index.php page. So user type will be this. I am going to make it into online, okay. So this dashboard is accessible for both the persons, but here I want to give the access to another page. For example, the admin can access a page here, that is for example posts, or here admin can access to have a page that is user list. So I give here a page user list, and the editor he can access the page, for example post.php. So admin has access both two sections, post and user list, but the editor has access only the user list. Editor can only the post. Editor cannot see the user list. It can be happen, right? So when he will be admin, that means when this user type, when this is admin, for example PHP, so here I call if the session user type equal to admin. Here you see that I assign it the user type will be admin. So if the user type equal to admin, he has access the two pages. For example, here I will call echo, I will call anchor href equal to something, or here I can use another format like this. So here anchor posts, and another one will be user list. So if admin, he will get access in the both two pages. So post.php, he will go there, and here he will go to the user list.php, right? And similar thing I am going to copy and paste it here, that is the user type is editor, then he will have access only the post, no user list. User list is actually the special page for the admin only. When I am going to the post, so here I am going to have this. So post is for wall. So here I call if not is set user type, then it will be outside, that is okay. And here I call the heading post page, okay. Similar thing I am going to give user list. So here user list page, the user list page will be accessible only by the admin. So here is set not is set username is okay, but else here I will have to access another thing. But what can be happen, I am going to show you, then you will understand. And here one thing I am going to give the another anchor, that is for both the pages, which is logout. So logout, and here will be logout.php, and here there is be a logout.php. So in the logout.php I am going to call here the OBS start like before these two, and here paste it, and here unset the session. So for example I can unset the session, which session, user type, okay, because when I am here to admin, okay, user type admin, session is admin and editor, these two items. So okay, so it is okay, and then it will be redirected, that means header location, then it will come back to index.php, exit. So now let's try what is going to be happen here. If I am going to log in as admin, so admin and admin, here I can give another thing, if this is admin equal to a this and else you give another thing. So here it will show echo error in login. Okay, so this header location I am going into here, so here will be okay. So like this. Now let's try. So if I give anything here like this, you will see that there actually will be nothing. So in the error in login it will not see. The header location actually will be here. So now let's try give something login. You see that error in login, that means the information is not okay. Now I am going to give admin and admin onto 3. Now you see that I am logging into the dashboard. So post user list and logout. This dashboard.php, normally I cannot see this page, but I can see the post page. I can go to click here. You see that this is the post page. I click on user list. You see that admin can also see the user list and log out. And what is the user list? User list.php. Okay, so I am going to log out, and now if I go to access the dashboard, you cannot. If I want to get access the user list.php, I cannot, and also in the post.php I cannot. This authentication is okay, but the problem is I go to login as editor. The editor does not have the user list access. So if I click here, he can access this page, but he cannot access the user list. But here, for some any reason, I give the user list. You see that putting the URL here, I can see the user list page. So this has a problem, because a person, for example, admin is working on his PC, and a person from outside, he see the URL where admin is going to visit. So he can just memorize that in his mind, and he is probably an editor of this website. So by going to log in as editor, he can, what he has in his brain, that the admin was in a page whose name was actually the user list.php. So he can just go to hit that page, and he will be easily access this page. So an editor should not get access to that page. So when you will do programming, you must have to check this very well, which page the user or any type of user has access or not. So you have to set up the role very carefully. So in this case, I should add here another action, that is, if not is set user type, this is okay, but else here I will check another thing, that is else if the session user type equal to editor, he will also be outside of this page. So I will get him kicked out from this page also. So now you see that if he go to try to log in to visit this page userlist.php, he will be outside of this website. Okay, so he can only have access of this page. So in this way you can set the security roles, that means which page will be accessed by which user. You have to set up the role in the website very carefully with the necessary privileges for separate users. I hope you have understood what I have tried to show you. So I hope you have enjoyed the video. Thank you.